Good morning. I'm Paul Coughlin with Penny McCoy and Judy Morgan,
Yep.
and with Ron Armbruster, and we're standing in the kitchen of the community center. And this is a very special day, and it has something to do with Meals on Wheels. And Penny is the coordinator here in Harwich for the Meals on Wheels, and Judy is the elder service representative to the town, who does some connection with Meals on Wheels.
Yes, I do.
So we're going to start with Judy because that's at the top.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but I'm actually here today just to greet Jim Merriam, to thank him and the town for the support that they give Elder Services and the Meals on Wheels program.
Oh, Elder Services, that's a Cape-wide organization.
Yes.
Is it go national and state?
Yes. Well, Meals on Wheels, yes, is national.
And state.
Yep.
And all this has state and federal support?
Yes. Which, as you know, is getting tougher and tougher these days. So.
Okay.
Excuse me, but I have to get the phone, so I'll be right back.
Okay. It's important because drivers, they want to be sure they have the drivers. So we certainly understand the excusing Penny.
Yes.
So,
We're always looking for volunteers,
right.
drivers. Penny has been quite busy calling different drivers to see if they can fill in here and there. So it's a great opportunity. It's one day a week. Time commitment is a couple of hours. From 10 to 12 is when the meals are delivered. So if anyone has some free time, a couple of hours, come and see Penny.
Very good. So Penny,
Yes.
tell us about how many people do you deliver to?
Well, anywhere from 35 to 45 people generally. There are 4 routes, and I have absolutely wonderful drivers. I have to give a plug to the drivers because they're fabulous. I'm new at this. I've only been doing it a little over a month, and I've had to get substitute drivers, and everybody has been so fabulous. So the clients are wonderful, the consumers. We talk to them on the phone quite often, and there's a lot of really getting together between the drivers. The drivers are incredibly caring of all the people they deliver to. A lot of the drivers have been driving for many, many years and know the people well. But they travel, they do things, they are volunteers, so we can always use more volunteers to just fill in. So if anybody's interested in having a really good time and getting to know some really nice people, I would welcome any new volunteers to drive, and we'll show them the ropes. It's really simple.
Now you deliver 7 days a week?
No, we deliver Monday through Friday, but we have cold meals that go Monday through Friday and then frozen meals that go out for the weekends. So if somebody needs meals for 7 days a week, we can provide them, even though we only deliver 5 days a week.
Now, how does somebody apply or get on the list to be a recipient of Meals on Wheels?
Well, they call the Elder Services office, which if I had prepared, I would have had the telephone number, but I don't.
I'm sure somebody knows that.
Oh, yes, okay. You can just turn your microphone to the other side and she'll
Very
give
good.
the number.
Here we go.
The main office number is 508-394-4630 and ask for information and referral. People can call and put in a self-referral, or a family member can do it. Quite often, if someone has been in the hospital and then perhaps in rehab, the rehab or the hospital will call us and put the referral in for the consumer.
So basically, you really don't need a referral. If you feel you need Meals on Wheels,
You can refer yourself, yes.
that's
Yeah.
big.
It's a wonderful program. It's a big help for a lot of people. It's just one meal a day, but it's one meal that they don't have to worry about putting together and shopping for themselves for and so forth. So
Now, who prepares the meals?
We have a service,
City Fresh
City Fresh.
is the name of the company. They're in Roxbury. It's a huge operation, and the meals are prepared. Like tomorrow's meals are being prepared today, and then overnight they're delivered. And this is Cape-wide. They come to every town on the Cape, go into the center, put the meals in the refrigerator, and the bread and the milk and the dessert and everything. It's quite an operation.
Sounds it.
It really is.
And anytime dealing with food, there are many, many parts to it.
There are.
We have menus that come out once a month, and there's a great variety: turkey, chicken, pork loin, pasta, stuffed rigatoni. Oh,
Quite nice.
lovely, lovely. Yep, salmon with dill sauce, stuffed shells with marinara sauce. It's a really wonderful program, and it always comes with vegetable and, if appropriate, starch. And then there's fresh bread and butter and milk and a dessert and a lot of fresh fruit. And it's really an amazing, amazing program, I think, to just get really good fresh food to the folks that might have difficulty providing it for themselves.
Do you cater at all to any diets?
Yes, we do. We have fresh fruit always for anyone who's diabetic. That is done through the office. So it comes to me and it tells me who gets what. But we have things like pudding and cake and goodies for people who don't have to worry about things like that. So, and then it always gives at the bottom here, it gives the number of calories, the percent of fat, and the sodium content on every meal. So these menus go out to all the consumers, and they can know. And some people don't get meals every single day. Some people get meals only a couple days a week. It varies. So you can really set up your program any way you really need it to be.
Now, if somebody wanted less sodium, would they call you, and then you would call Elder
No,
Service?
what we suggest is that they might want to just kind of scrape off the gravy. The gravies tend to be a little salty. The breads, I don't know if you noticed.
There's no added salt or sugar to any part of the meal. So the sodium content that's listed here also is for every part of the meal. The milk, which has sodium in it, so we don't add any. We have had people that were concerned about the sodium levels content bring the menu to their cardiologist, to their physician, and so far I have not heard of any doctor saying, oh no, this is, we follow the guidelines. We're within the nutritional guidelines for sodium. So.
Well, very good. I think, as you've heard, it's a well-managed program, and just about everything that you could think of as far as your diet is concerned is pretty well covered. All you need to do is call, and it'll be at your front door. And also, having met some of the drivers, they're very friendly, and for those who are receiving the meal, it's a nice visit. I mean,
Yes.
Many of these people are cooped up, and they love to talk to these people.
Right, it's true.
It's the highlight of their day for a lot of people. They look so forward to seeing the drivers.
And what I love to see is that the drivers enjoy it as much as the folks do who receive the call. So there's she's going to go.
Very
That's
good. Okay. Well, thanks to Penny and Judy for their interview with us this morning, and congratulations on the program you
Well, thank
run.
you. Thank you. I'm really pleased to be a part of it. Thank you.
Well, welcome. We're outside the community center now in the back door. We're going to proceed with the show you how things get packed in the car and the delivery. But this is a very special day. And before we tell you about it, we're going to introduce Frank Riley right over here, who's with Elder Service. He's an administrator. And many of you will recognize Jim Merriman, here who is the town administrator. And I'm going to give Jim the real hard question, and I'm going to say, what are we doing here today?
Well, the Elder Services have, once a year, they have this mayor's program where they try to attract either an elected or appointed official to come and go on the route with the volunteers and get to meet members of the community. And I look forward to doing it. I've done it now every year that I've been here, and actually did it in 2007, I believe, with Bruce, and so we're doing it again with Bruce and Cheryl. So it's a great opportunity, and I understand that some of the people that I've met in prior years are looking forward to meeting me again this morning. So it's a fun opportunity to get to meet some old friends.
Well, that's good, and it's nice to know that you're welcomed.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great program with Elder Services and Frank, and they continue to provide this kind of service and meet the needs of a number of our community. I think the stats show, again, over 17,000 meals delivered in the past year to about 140 residents. So very, very much appreciated.
Well, your presence indicates that you've been involved, that you understand the situation, and that you can appreciate their needs.
I do. It's fun to be welcomed into these homes by our residents and to chat for a few minutes. Obviously, many of them recognize me from TV, from selectmen's meetings, things like that. But
it's Channel 18. You can say Channel 18.
Absolutely, Channel 18. Absolutely. But it's great to be offered to participate in this program.
Very good. And Frank, you want to tell us a little bit about, I know you were the on-site coordinator for a year, and now you've moved on to other duties.
Yes, I have. The year I spent here was wonderful. It gave me tremendous insight to our wonderful volunteers at the community center. And it gave me insight into what Elder Services of Cape Cod and the islands, what they do. And currently I'm working with the Family Caregiver Support Group, and we try to provide support and educate the caregiver, what programs are out there so that they can take advantage of it and perhaps make them better caregivers and provide them some respite also, because it's a stressful situation and it demands a lot. So, but Elder Services provides a whole spectrum of services, probably primarily to the care recipient, just like Meals on Wheels program does, but it's recognized that the caregivers too need support and help also. So I'm finding it very, not only interesting, challenging, and very rewarding. Working for Elder Services is a very rewarding opportunity for me.
Very good. Well, I'm going to be just a little flexible from this point on. As these gentlemen get ready to, rather Jim gets ready to go in the car, and the driver is going to come over here, and we'll say hello to her. And your name is?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. And you've been driving for a number of years?
A little over 5 years. We moved to Harwich in 2006, and we started volunteering here shortly after that.
Very good. And you've been on the same route now all these years?
No, we actually started out as substitute drivers, and then we drove on Route 1 for a while, and then we switched over and for a while we did Route 2 regularly, and that's the route that we're doing today. But more recently we've switched back to Route 1 again, and we've been doing that now for a few years.
Now you say we.
My husband and I. He's the one with the
Well, he's going to put the
heavy load here.
Put the heavy load in the car.
Right.
Well, very good. So we don't want to hold you up. People are waiting for the food, so why don't you proceed?
Can I just say one thing about the Stotts? They're like most of the other volunteers here. They're very generous in the donation of their time and energies. They have a regular route on Fridays, but they're always volunteer to substitute, especially in the winter and these months now that, you know, people may take vacations and so forth. But I really congratulate them, and without people like them, the program wouldn't succeed.
Well, very nice compliment for you and your husband.
It's a privilege to do this. It really is.
Thank you for your service. Very good.
Thanks. Be good. Thanks. Thanks for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Paul.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. See you,
Have
Frank.
fun.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.